Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another day in the life vlog. Today I will be working from home. It is Thursday, June 22nd. It is 8:11 a.m. I have been up since about 7:15ish. Went and got some coffee. I need a little bit of pep in my step and I'm ready to crank out some work. So by the title of this video, you guys see that I have an update for you on my interview. So the interview went really, really well. Beautiful building, nice people. And when I walked into the room and had to wait for the interviewers to come in, I didn't know what to expect. I did have their names prior to meeting with them, so I was able to look some of them up on LinkedIn. But everyone that I looked up on LinkedIn was not in the interview. So they weren't in the interview, but the other ones were. And I don't want to say in complete shock, but I was a little bit shocked because the lineup of people that I interviewed with, they were all Black. Now, I really don't get into racial issues like that. I believe that God created all people and that everyone is the same as far as flesh and blood. We just look different in the color of our skin and we leave it there. That's the only difference, but we bleed the same. God created us the same as far as flesh and blood and bones and all of that. And then he just pizzazzed us with some color, some of us, So I'm not saying that to say, oh, it's a, issue or anything like that. But working in this industry, you don't see a lot of people of color. I know in my experience, a lot of the time I have been the only Black person in my department or at the underwriter level. So to be sitting in the room and I see an executive vice president of underwriting walk in and a vice president of underwriting walk in and an underwriting manager walk in and another VP of underwriting walk in, and they were all Black. It was a shocker for me. It was a good shocker. But we had a good time, had a good interview. So as far as the results, so I got a call from the recruiter yesterday and she advised me that they really enjoyed speaking with me, that I was a nice person, that they would feel that if I were to work for the company, I would do really well. However, what threw them off is that I told them that I was happy with my current situation. They said that it kind of confused them about me stating that I was happy where I was at and that I wasn't thinking about leaving, but the opportunity presented itself with their company and yada, yada, yada. They didn't want to risk or put an offer out there and then I decline it. So they would rather, I guess go with the people who were really looking in the force. Because if you remember during the interview, because you've seen the interview by now, they were talking about how they're not hiring because of turnover, they're hiring because of growth. So they're needing people to come in really and do the work. And so I can understand that. And you guys know my situation of really technically having to be with my current carrier for the year and me being pretty much happy where I am at. I know before the interview, I prayed and I said, Lord, help me to be open, help me to be honest. And I felt like I'm in the will of God, It was not time for me to move. And I explained that to you guys in several videos. One, because I do have to stay for a year after maternity leave. But another reason is I don't think my season's over yet here. But I still decided to take the interview again, just so I can get some practice and so that you guys can get some insight of what some of these companies will be asking for in interviews. So what is my takeaway from this interview? My takeaway from this interview is if I really am searching and seeking for the job, I probably wouldn't emphasize so much of how happy I am at my current position. Not necessarily happy, because it's great to be happy where you are, but maybe more so play up the factors of, I'm needing a more challenging role, or I'm seeking different opportunity where I'm able to grow more, or things of that nature, and not really just putting it out there like, well, I'm really happy with my company and I really wouldn't have moved unless this opportunity came up. I would have probably have done that differently. However, like I mentioned, I went into it honestly, just knowing the situation that I'm in with my current job, and this is the results of it. So, that little sector of interviewing and how to prepare for an interview and being a fly on the wall of an interview, I hope you guys really enjoy that. So, now back to the scheduled program. So, I have finished June renewals. We are just waiting for IT to fix these system errors so that we can actually issue and print the forms. Right now, we're having issues with the forms, so the remainder of the June renewals are just sitting out there waiting to be issued. But I've reviewed all of them and such. Okay, guys, so I think it was in the video before my interview video, I had mentioned that I was going to speak up in my team meeting because I was feeling overwhelmed and there was no absolute possible way I was going to get anything else done unless I had some help with the renewals. So that meeting went well. I told my boss I was pretty much overwhelmed. I really can't touch anything if I have to touch every single renewal. And I asked her if I can fix the solution by training some of the operation team members to review and issue the renewals that I do not need to review. So the renewals that don't have claims, things of that nature. We have July and we have August ready to go. So she said yes. So I'm just waiting for this error with IT to be fixed because I don't want to train them right now and the error is not fixed because I won't be able to follow through the whole process and show them how to issue. So once that's completed, I will schedule a meeting with a couple of the operation team members, and I will go through how to review, issue, put the right information in for these policies so that can be taken off my plate. I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful about catching up a bit. I'm thankful that my senior underwriter is helping with some of the audit approvals. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So on the to-do list today, I'm cleaning up my email box, just trying to respond to all the emails that I have. I believe I've caught up to the 16th or 17th, and today is the 22nd. And mind you, it's a couple weekend days, and then Monday we were out for Juneteenth. So, yeah, I'm going to catch up on emails. I'm going to work on some of my follow-up tasks for myself because I haven't been able to work on them all week and go from there. So let's get to work. So July 1st is a big month for us as far as renewals and new business. I believe it's January. Yeah, January and July are really big months. And this is where a lot of the bulk of our big size policies come in or renew. And so right now I'm working on two different ones. I'm working on this orthopedic group out of, I want to say, Maryland. They have an expiring premium of $225,000 and they're trying to target about $200,000. The issue here is that there have been several large claims within the last 5 years, with one claim recently being a little bit over $300,000, and that was, I believe, in 2020 or 2021. And so I'm waiting for information from the agent about the details of the claim and mitigation, what they have done so that something like this hasn't reoccurred. And the business developer basically, this is a BRO, meaning that this agent took over this policy from another broker. So they're trying to hurry up and get the information, and they're asking if we can offer a quote subject to some conditions. So maybe getting the details and things of that nature. So because these are larger policies, I need to send a referral to my supervisor, and I've typed one up, sent it to her. It was very long. It took me maybe 35 minutes to do yesterday. And basically I recommended that we offer around $206,000, and that's giving some credit in the states of Maryland, Virginia, and DC. There are other states on the policy, but the premium wasn't big enough for me to want to put pricing on it. And so my recommendation is offering around $206K, subject to us getting the details, and then, advising that we do have the option to withdraw the quote or the proposal if the data we received is not favorable. So that's what I'm going to propose for that one. And then we have another group, I believe this is out of Illinois. Their target is around $20,000, and we're around that target without even applying any pricing. So they're asking for the same if they can provide the information at binding. And so I'm going to go ahead and type up the referral to send to my supervisor, suggesting that we go ahead and offer the quote subject to receiving this claims information. And if not, we have the right to remove the proposal. For this one, it may be a easier approval because I'm not applying any credit. This is just a manual rate. This just is what it is. So yeah, we'll see what she says. Took a quick break to make some breakfast, some oatmeal for me, and then home is awake and the girls will probably wake up in a little bit, so I'm going to start breakfast for them. But guys, so me and my husband have decided that we are going to transition, because it's going to be a transition. I just know we can't do it cold turkey. We're going to transition into plant-based diet. So we are, I don't want to say diet, I'm going to say lifestyle, because I'm not going to look at it as a diet, because diets just don't work for me. We are slowly transitioning into a plant-based lifestyle. And I will say more of a plant-based lifestyle, because I know that I'm not going to eliminate meat from my diet permanently. I just know that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with meat. I just think everything just in the proper portions. So for right now, we have decided to limit our meat intake to 2 days a week. So 2 out of 7 days we can consume meat. And the remainder of the 5 days, we will not eat meat. We will eat more fruits and vegetables and grains, to try and get our health better and to try and get some of this weight off. So I'm a strong believer that you can reverse a lot of different diseases or things like diabetes, high blood pressure, things of that nature by the food that you eat. I'm not a big medicine person. I don't like to take medicine, and if I can reverse something by the food I put into my body, I would rather go that route. I don't have any health issues or anything of that nature, but I know we want to be here for our children. We want to be able to run with them. We want to be able to get on a roller coaster ride, or I know next year we're taking the kids to Disney. We want to be able to do those things with them and not be scared that the roller coaster seatbelt not gonna fit and all that type of stuff. Just to give you an example, but we really want to get our health together. And I know my husband, he really wants to get his health together and reverse this diabetes. It's not like I don't know which type it is, but it's not the serious one where you have to take insulin. I mean, they're both serious. All of it is serious. Diabetes is serious. But we have been doing it for a full week now. Well, today is Thursday. And we started on Monday. And I think we decided that we would limit our meat days to, was it Monday and Friday? I think it was Monday and Friday. So Monday we had salmon patties, salmon burgers, but basically made out of salmon. It was pretty good, and we had some roasted vegetables for dinner. That was our meat for that day. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, we haven't been eating meat. So like Tuesday I had veggie tacos at work, and so I had 2 flat soft shell tacos with black beans and grilled onion and peppers and stuff like that. And then for dinner we had this organic pasta with Cajun Alfredo or something of that nature, and some roasted green beans. Yes?
Why are my shoes in the trash?
Because they're wet and they're messed up now. I'm going to have to get you some more. And then on yesterday, for lunch, I had some green beans and wild rice. So I have to like figure out meals to make that are meatless, because I don't want to do a lot of carbs either. And I know pasta is carbs, bread is carbs. So I'm really trying to do my research. And we have a health coach that they provide from work. And I think she said she's been plant-based for about 22 years. And she sent me a lot of links and information. So if you guys have any ideas of recipes, or if you're plant-based, just and have like a testimonial of how it's helped you, just let me know, because we're trying to get our health together. So we want to be here for our kids. We want to be healthy. We want to stay out of the doctor's office and all that stuff. So yeah. All right, guys, so it is 2:56 p.m. I'm off at 3. However, I will be working over. Our IT department has fixed whatever the error has been with issuing these renewal in the new system. So I'm going to just put on either some music or watch some of the YouTube channels I like to watch, and just go through and issue the rest of these renewals. I've already reviewed them all last week, and we were just waiting for this fix to be made. So it's fixed now. I'll probably work until about 4, and then hopefully by then all the renewals should be issued, because like I said, I went through all of them already. Oh God, I just thought about something. But anyway, I went through all of them, so they can be issued now. I have a Caesar salad here for lunch. I just split a salad with Dre, a salad package, of course, no meat on it. I don't know necessarily that adding the cheese and that the Caesar dressing is technically plant-based. I'm pretty sure it's not, but baby steps. I feel burnt out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a little burnt out. I feel a lot of ways, guys. I feel a lot of ways in these past couple weeks, not just with work, but just with myself, with home, with being a mom, being a wife, working full time, having just a lot of responsibility. I've been feeling overwhelmed, very overwhelmed, but God is good. He's been helping me through it. And it's hard having young kids, multiple young kids under 5. It's just difficult. It's so difficult. But they're a blessing, you know? They're a blessing. It's so crazy because I never saw myself as like someone having multiple children. Not even alone one. Like I was always the one that wanted the career. I wanted the career. I wanted to travel. I wanted to be the businesswoman living in the penthouse. But that's just not what that was not what was meant for me, I guess, you know? I love my children. I do. I can't imagine my life without them. It's just rough sometimes trying to do it all You know, wanting the career, wanting to be present for my children, wanting to be present in there for my husband. It's a lot. It's a lot. But we'll get through it, right? Okay, it's actually 5:53 and I'm still working. The kids have joined me and they're watching TV up here. After 3 o'clock, I let them just come in and just do whatever because I'm technically supposed to be off. But yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 more workers' comp renewals to release for June, and then I will log off. So it'll probably 6:15ish, 6:15ish, and then we'll figure out what we're doing for dinner. Hey guys, happy Friday. Today is the last work day of the week. I am about to hop on a training that I am about to give so that I can get some help with issuing these renewals month after month. And the remainder of the day, we're just going to clean up this email box and do some renewals and follow up on some approvals and endorsements and cancellations and all of that. So it is 10:27. The meeting is at 10:30 and I am hosting. So let me go ahead and hop on in this meeting. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. This is my first time talking to you, I think. Good. Give me 1 second.
I know.
I'm trying to figure out my screens really quick. Oh, okay. And the reason why I use ImageWrite is because it prevents me from having to go into AS400 and click through, you know, each tab. Here, I can just go to the renewal. And again, this is workers' comp. So the deck page usually starts around 9 or 10. And actually, I'm going to pause so I can start recording because I almost forgot. See, yeah, that's why I don't know.
So like how you told me not to use the PO or the attention address as the address for location 1 in the video, that's exactly what she did. So that's why I was doing that, because I got it from the video. So I was kind of confused.
And the video that she did was an actual video of her putting it into Velocity?
Yes, it was a step-by-step video where, you know, basically she tells you what to do, why she did it, and it goes through like that. It was probably about a 20 or 30-minute video.
Okay. Guys, that meeting was so draining. I literally had to stop the meeting because not them, they weren't draining. They were actually really cool ladies. The communication, okay. The communication around here is so crazy. The communication is so crazy around here. I mean, at one point, my boss is telling me that operations should know how to do this. They should know how to put this information in. They should know how to do this. They should know how to do that. But then when I talk to operations and they're following the videos that was sent them from IT, mind you, it didn't have a lot of the information that my boss is telling me they should know. And so I did a whole nother video showing them an easy way to do it. And then one of the ladies tells me that she doesn't even have access or knows if she can access one of the systems that we use to pull the information. It is a mess. So I had to just stop. I had to stop the training and was just basically like, we're not going to even move forward because I need to talk to you guys as manager and we need to come up with a decision on what we need to do, because the person they hired to put all these renewals in, she's frustrated. And the last thing we need for her to do is leave. The last thing we need for her to do is leave. So I'm going to talk to their boss and I'm going to have some type of clear communication and let them know that this is what needs to be done. Do they have access to this software? Because I'm gonna make it super simple for y'all. I'm gonna make it super duper simple for y'all. Just let me make it simple. There is a lack of communication. And I understand, I feel like my boss feels like, well, she's speaking to their boss, so their boss needs to figure out and relay the information. But at the same time, I just took it upon myself to give that information. I just took it upon myself because this is too much back and forth. It's too much back and forth. It's too many wrong things being done where, okay, look, if these are the lines of business I'm doing, when you think I know what I'm doing? So won't you let me make the video and I will give it to them, and it should be that easy, that simple. Now this is pushing us back another maybe week or a few days because I was thinking I could do this training and they could start issuing these July renewals. But no, that is not the case. That is not the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to their supervisor, and I'm going to say, I'm going to create a whole new video, how to, okay? I'm going to create a whole new video. We're going to do start to finish, how to enter a workers' comp policy, start to finish, how to enter a CGL policy, how to put the FEIN number, all of that. Okay, she's messaged me back, so I'm going to give her a call. I had to come outside, y'all, and just take a quick breather because I was getting so frustrated in there. I had to walk away out of the office from the desk, come outside, breathe in this fresh air, maybe get a little bit of breakfast or something. No, I already ate breakfast. So get a snack, a drink or something, and just get my mind off of work for 15 minutes, and then I can go back and do it.
We didn't eat breakfast yet, so you're gonna get better from lunch.
Y'all didn't eat breakfast yet?
Yeah, we didn't. We eating for toasted.
Daddy getting y'all breakfast. I gotta do y'all hair this weekend. Y'all. Woo. Y'all don't let work alter your mood. Sometimes it does. But don't let it keep you there, okay? Do not let it keep you there. Don't. Walk away and come back. It'll get done. It'll get done. I'm just the type of person that want it all done right now. But no, it's just gonna get done. So yeah, today's Friday. I don't know what we have planned. Monday and Fridays are our meat days. So I think, well, I know we're having meat today. Dre started a roast in a crock pot, but it's so weird because I've gone, all week, except for Monday, without eating meat, and it's like I kind of want to keep going. Feels kind of good, but I don't know. I might have a little roast. We'll see. When you have kids, you walk into stuff like this. Took another break from work to make some lunch. It's a late lunch. It's 2:15-ish. I'm definitely getting off at 3 today. I'm not working over. Not today, no. But Poem wanted some hot dogs, so I'm making her some turkey dogs and turkey hot dogs, and then some provolone grilled cheese for Palace and Mommy. Daddy's downstairs preparing for his studio session tonight. He has a client coming through to record some music. I got my baby over there playing. Y'all look at Posey in the little high chair. She's not even big enough for it, but it's sitting up. It's making her sit up. Hey Posey. Hold on, please be careful, because if you hit my baby, girl. But yeah, so we're about to eat some lunch, and then I'm gonna go do a few emails, and then I'm gonna be done for the week. Okay, I am done. I'm not working tonight. I'm not working over the weekend. We're gonna work-life balance. I'm not. Y'all know. Y'all know. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. It's like 1 a.m. and I am exhausted. I'm about to go to bed. Poem is going to be a flower girl for a wedding. So tomorrow we're going with the bride to do the dress fittings and all that. So I just wanted to come on and close out the vlog. Say thank you to you guys. We are almost at 900 subscribers. Hey! Thank you guys for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you in another video.